No. Hey everybody, Mike here from Mike's DVDs and Blu-rays collection. I'm going live tonight, and I got my very special guest, Mr. Dan of the Mr. Dan and Horror channel, which is a really excellent channel. You should check it out and subscribe if you haven't already, because it's a really good channel and all that good stuff. So how are you doing tonight, Dan?
Doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. I think I'm up to about 980 now. So I
Hmm.
was stuck at like 970 for a while. And Patrick, Have Cheetah Wolf, you even had a couple streams where he was trying to pump up some people, and I went up, and then I went right back down. I was like, "What is this? I cannot get past this 970." But then all of a
Hmm.
sudden, it's so weird. In the next couple of weeks, I've been doing pretty well, getting some new subscribers, meeting some new friends. I've got I'll double check, but I think it's next Tuesday. Well, I'll mention this towards the end if you don't mind. Again,
Oh yeah,
but
sure.
I'm doing a live stream with a guy named Kenneth from KDS Reviews. I've really been enjoying his channel. He's down in Florida, so that's going to be Tuesday at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. So he's probably close to my age. I don't want to guess exactly, but he's in old TV shows, all kinds of stuff. He's got some pretty good top 10 lists, and should be a good conversation. So, I love it. We got our crew that we usually hang out with, but I like to meet new people too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's really cool about meeting people and stuff and discovering a new channel and like-minded people. I'm kind of like with you, like I have a little kind of goes on a little spree, like wow, new subscriber, wow,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just kind of freezes and
Yeah.
stuff, and then like you said, like you lose a couple and you're just like, but it's really weird. Like I don't know if it's like they unsubscribe to you or not. It's just kind of like
Yeah. I think
maybe
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 if
they
they,
were
yeah,
maybe they were
if
fake channels sometimes,
Could be,
or
yeah. That's definitely could be. That's definitely if they're doing that kind of stuff. But sometimes
mhm,
if people just subscribe and then don't comment for a couple of videos, I think that might take it away sometimes too,
yeah,
which is
yeah,
sad because they always say subscribe. So you should subscribe and comment.
mhm,
Try to leave like a comment that's 2 or 3 sentences long too. You know what I mean? Not like great video
yeah,
or something generic, because that looks like kind of spam too. So
yeah. I know, right?
yeah,
But
yeah,
it's so easy to do though. It's like, oh,
yeah,
great
yeah.
video. It's like,
I try to.
uh,
Yeah.
yeah. I think I'm at 918. So
Okay.
I was at 920 for a while, and it was just like, oh man. But yeah, I've been just kind of just easing on there. So I'm
Hmm.
trying to get out there and stuff. It's no big deal, I
No,
do it
not really. I mean,
at my
you
own
know,
pace, and
yeah.
you know,
I got because I sort of branched out. I started out as Mr. Dan and Horror, of course, and then I kind of got more into kung fu films and westerns, and even my most regular segment is probably Martial Arts Mondays, uh,
mhm,
maybe in addition to Physical Media Fridays.
mhm,
And I would do like a certain subgenre of kung fu movie, and I would get some new fans, new subscribers that would leave long comments, and we would have it going back and forth. But then, like if I lay off of that for a couple weeks, maybe they forget to come back. So it's really hard you know to hold everyone's
mhm.
attention all the time. Which I
Yeah.
because I guess I
Well,
just sometimes I'll see a channel, I'll be like, oh my gosh. Guess I'll put to make sure the notifications are on, but sometimes I don't know what happens. I feel like I don't get people's notifications.
mhm.
And I'll
Uh,
realize I'm like 3, 4 videos behind on one of my
on
YouTube.
certain
Yeah,
people. Yeah.
yeah.
That's what I've discovered too. A lot of the people, it's like, I was just thinking today, it's like, I'm gonna go down my subscriber list
Mhm.
and, or people I've subscribed to, and, like, go on there and check in with them, because I was getting stuff on a regular basis, and then
Yeah.
it's like that algorithm is so weird sometimes. It's like surfing or something, you
Yes.
just gotta, oh man, keep up with it sometimes, because
Yeah,
it
it's
it
so
changes. Yeah.
it
It
really is
changes
weird.
real yeah, so I'm gonna check in with that, because there's a lot of people, it's like I would follow weekly,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
then all of a sudden they're just like, "Where," and then you have to search them out, because you think, "Man, did they quit or something?" And then
Right.
it's
Yeah, and then
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. You don't get the notifications. I do try to do that. Every once in a while, I'll just go through like the sort of the list of my friends and like try to, get caught up, maybe even watch 2 or 3 videos, leave comments on all of them, just to kind of bump them up a little bit. I always appreciate it when I get comments on videos that are older. Like I even did a live stream with my buddy Anthony from Fever Dreamland Theater about a Night Gallery episode. And it was like a year later, somebody watched the episode and then watched the whole stream, like an hour and 15 minutes, and then left a comment. That, when people do that, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's got a good channel with the Twilight Zone episodes and stuff. Yeah, it's really cool.
Oh yeah.
And you guys did a one with the y'all did a live stream one day, didn't you? Like recently.
Yeah, we did
one.
We did the first year we did, or it's become like a Christmas time sort of tradition, because we were actually going to do the one Christmas episode of the Twilight Zone. I forget the name of the episode off the top of my head, but it's got Art Carney as Santa. But Anthony, that's not one of his favorite ones. So I said, why don't we do a Night Gallery episode? They're tearing down Tim Riley's bar. It's not really a Christmas themed episode, but it's almost like it's very Twilight Zone-esque. So we did that one last Christmas. And then this last Christmas time, we did a couple Outer Limits episodes.
Yeah. There's one that what's his, oh gosh, I can't think of his name. It's not an official Twilight Zone issue episode, but it was a special. It's like about an hour. It's got Sterling Hayden as like this general, and he's like all alone in his house. It's kind of like a play on the Christmas Carol, where he's visited by.
Oh, I saw that.
You know what I'm talking about? Like what the world would look like if and stuff. And
that is the weirdest thing. Well, in the beginning, it says that it's sponsored by the United Nations. And I was like, okay, I get it. When you look at when it was made, they were trying to push that, let's not be isolationists and all get together and fix the world's problems. And I get it, because Serling was kind of I don't know, maybe idealist, or, he was he kind of became a pacifist, I think, after going through World War II himself. And you see that in a lot of the episodes where he's justifiably so. He's against like jingoism and warmongering and things like that, So
yeah, it was pretty cool, because it was like at one part they had them all like in a cage, or kind of like in a what do you call it, a POW camp. It was all the people of the nations and stuff. It was pretty cool. Somebody mentioned it one time, and I went on there. I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. I never knew about it and stuff, because I do. I love some Twilight Zone. It's almost like comfort stuff. I just put it on late at night, maybe if I'm going to bed, and maybe watch it. It's just it never fails. It's just always good. My dad's a big Twilight Zone fan and everything, so I guess that's where I got it from.
Yeah,
but
I remember watching episodes with my dad, but I don't think he was like a super fan. I got into it later when they used to do the marathons on Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah, my dad's a pretty big James Bond fan, and I got him this big book for his birthday one year. This big anthology of James Bond stuff, and I brought it to him. He was just kind of like, "Oh, okay." It was just like he was impressed, but he wasn't like, "Oh my God, this is a huge book." And I'm just like, "Well, Dad." I don't know. It was funny. It was just how he reacted to it.
Right.
But I don't know, man. I thought we would talk about some different stuff tonight. Just last time you were here, we were, or while I was on your show, and we talked about Westerns and underseen ones and ones we recommend and stuff. Because that's kind of how I do my channel. Like usually Mondays, I will release a new video, and it'll be something. It's no pattern, and then I'll do a Western Roundup update as a maybe premiere that on like a Saturday or something. So I got a lot of different genres. Sometimes I'll watch, so I'm trying to like put those out there. Sometimes people will watch it and like it, and some people will be like, well, but I put out there what kind of interests me anyways. So I just thought tonight we would talk about some different stuff. I had John Woo on the mind because of this. I've been getting these really good shout well, they're known Shout. I don't know if they're known as Shout Factory still or Shout Studios. It's Shout Factory. I mean, so they've come out with some really good Blu-rays of his films and a bunch of different Hong Kong cinema classics. And I just thought I would talk about a few of those.
Yeah.
The first one I got was City on Fire.
Okay.
Which is that one there, and
yeah.
I was discovering in this most of these are in just like mono, like they have their original mono soundtracks, but the version I had was a 5.1 one on DVD, and but they didn't have. Here it is, right here. This is my I guess it's Dimension Films version of it.
Okay, right.
City on Fire, but the only one that's available on that is like a 5.1 surround sound track, and then but it's not even available on these new ones. So I just wonder, like with that, like that was different. So it's almost like, oh man, should I hang on to this or should I? You know what I mean? Like with the whole upgrading.
I might hang on to that one only because that's kind of unusual now. I mean, that was such big news when the Golden Princess sold the library. You know, I had seen people do videos about it. You know, Frank Jang went on, who does a lot of the commentaries. He went on the Invincible Asia channel, and they were talking about it. He was like, you know, they're not going to sell it piecemeal, so don't hold your breath. And then, like 6 months later, that was the announcement. They sold it to Shout, and then like all that weird stuff happened with Shout, where they're sort of still around, but you got to go through Groove. I mean, it was weird the way that all played out in a couple of months. But you know, prior to that, unless you had an older copy, you were out of luck. You know, so that one might be one I might want to hang on to. And by the way, Kevin and Carlos are in the comments.
Oh yeah. Let me reach. Thanks for reminding me, because sometimes we get into talking and we just forget. So hey Kevin, hey Carlos, thanks for dropping by. I know it's a little bit late where you're at, Carlos. I know for sure. So thanks for sticking up a little late with me, because it's probably after midnight where you're at, Carlos. Probably.
Yeah.
Let's see. Everybody's saying good evening, and Carlos is talking about Bruce Lee versus Chuck Norris, Jean-Claude Van Damme versus Lundgren, and Jackie Chan versus Jet Li. Questions that would love answering. So, how do you want to tackle this?
Man,
this sounds like this is going to be a cage match here.
Yeah,
like, that's a lot of power here.
I think I'll go with Bruce Lee by just a fistful of chest hair.
Yeah. Or a fistful of back hair in some cases.
I mean, he did rip out some of Chuck's chest hair in Way of the Dragon, so you know. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that might be counterintuitive, only because I think Chuck had some real matches at that point, right? And I don't know. You know, people talk about Bruce's matches. And just like 3-second clips here and there. I'm not the expert on that, but I'll still go with Bruce, and then for Jean-Claude versus Lundgren, I'll go with Lundgren just because he's just such a monster.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? He's just a freaking monster. It would be like if you were watching kickboxing and there was a heavyweight against a middleweight, right? You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Not even the next weight class down, like a couple weight classes down, I think. And then
he was huge back when. I haven't seen him lately though. That's the whole thing. I haven't seen.
Yeah. I guess in my mind I'm going way back to Prime. I don't really know, but then I guess for Jackie and Jet Li, I kind of have Michael Jai White's some comments that he made recently about Jet Li knows more about martial arts than like almost anybody. You know, forms and everything, because he used to win all these weapons. He used to sweep at martial arts competitions, all different kinds of weapons, but he doesn't think he's that much of a fighter. Where Michael Jai White thought Jackie's, you know, because of his speed and everything, could be kind of a rough customer. So I guess I'll go with Jackie on that one.
Okay, yeah, I'll probably go with like we're pretty matched up there, but I think I would go with John Claude over Lundgren. Just I guess in he's a little more squirrely, a little more limber, I guess, and not so much. He's got that speed going a little bit. I would say Bruce Lee just also just by an inch, just a little bit, and uh, I'm gonna go with Jackie Chan, but that's a hard one. They're all very good athletes when you think
Yeah,
about it, and
it's
actors and stuff.
yeah, they're just it's just the eternal what ifs, you know.
Yeah, the
I
what
mean, back
ifs.
in
Yeah,
the day,
because
everybody was like, "What, you know? What if this guy fought this guy?" And I guess we'll never really know.
yeah, Jackie Chan, I would say because he's just I mean he's broken bones. He's almost killed himself doing some stunts, and you just have to really tip your hat to that. And the just I mean he's a legend and everything and stuff. So yeah, that's what I would go with. And Wilkie's Movies and Music is here. Hey, how are you
Rory?
doing, man? And see, Carlos got another question here. Original Twilight Zone, one of my favorite TV shows. One of the favorite episodes is the one with Telly Savalas talking. The Tina
Talking
doll
to Tina.
episode. Yeah,
My name's Talking Tina, and I don't like you.
yeah. That one, and then there's one with the ventriloquist.
Yeah,
And it's got that girl, that the neighbor girl that just keeps trying to tell on him and bust him,
yep. That did not. Yep.
Yeah, gosh, who was that? I'm trying to think of who that guy was.
Well, I think there's actually 2 episodes with dummies. One of them has Frank Sutton and what's his name? Cliff Robertson, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe it's Frank Sutton who I'm thinking of, I believe. I think.
he was like the manager, and then Cliff Robertson was the ventriloquist.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He got a new puppet or doll, and the old one was jealous or something. I don't remember all the details, but it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. As much as I've watched everything, it's like there's still a few episodes I haven't got to because I end up like putting like a disc in, and I'm like, did I already watch this disc? So I end up putting that one in and watch it. So it's like slowing me down and getting there and stuff. But
that's why I like Anthony's channel, because he'll highlight some of the lesser known ones that are still really good, and it'll like get me like interested in, again, to go back and watch them.
Yeah.
Because I think when you were kids, you probably remembered a lot of the ones with like monsters and things, like To Serve Man, of course, with the Canabite with who was that? Was it Ted Cassidy or Richard Kiel that played the Canabite? I don't remember. But anyway,
Richard. Yeah. I want to say Richard Kiel.
I would say Richard Kiel in that one. Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. Gosh, what was it? So some other. I guess tonight we'll just keep it open. Just whatever we think about pops in our head, and we'll talk about stuff. I was going to say, I don't see a lot of people talking about Kung Fu though. The original Kung Fu series. David Carradine, and that's another late night favorite that I put on and stuff.
Yeah. This was one of the best sort of surprise acquisitions that I got, because I got this from Dark Side Records used, but it came still in the plastic.
Oh wow! Yeah,
and you could see that the plastic was worn down, like it was somebody moved it around so many times. The plastic was worn down, but I guess somebody had it for like 20 years or more, and was like, "I'm not going to watch these. I might as well sell it." And then a couple months ago, I got some more stuff from Dark Side Records used that was also new, but these were Best Buy cast-offs. So I guess because they got them from Best Buy, they couldn't sell them as new. It had a Best Buy sticker on it and everything. So sometimes you luck out. But yeah, I haven't gone back into this yet, but I really want to get started soon, because I used to love this series as a kid. It was cool. It was different. There was enough action to keep the kid in me busy, and the action is good, but the flashbacks are fantastic. Master Po is fantastic. And to watch it today, and to pick up on the guest stars, because even back then, like I remember like William Shatner and Harrison Ford. It was cool.
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's always like spot the guest star and stuff. And that's with me. I think I'm on the second I think I'm on the second volume now of
Okay.
That's that same set there.
Mhm.
But like storyline with or backstory on that, like that was originally going to be Bruce Lee's gig, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they yeah, they
Mhm.
kind of did him wrong on that. Really, they really
Yeah.
did. But
They were
I
afraid to
guess.
commit to, a Chinese American actor,
Mhm.
I guess, even though he
Which is
successful.
ridiculous because they
Right.
would have plenty of Chinese actors on there, but nobody in the starring roles, and
Mhm.
stuff. But
Mhm.
which
Mhm.
is weird. But yeah, I mean, it's like it's a little touchy subject nowadays, like with stuff like like an American playing a different ethnic group or something
Mhm.
like that, but I can still watch it and know kind of what it is.
Oh
It's
yeah.
not.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, as a matter of fact, this morning, because I know we were talking about black exploitation a little bit.
Hmm.
We are talking back and forth. I watched with Fred Williamson, The Legend of Black Charlie. Now, of course, there's an alternate title there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It didn't show that on the title on the screen, but they even have a song at the end where they use the other word.
Hmm.
At the beginning of it, there's a disclaimer. It says this film represents certain racial and ethnic prejudices that were prevalent at the time. We don't
Hmm.
endorse such thing. And it's like, well, yeah, I mean,
Of course. Yeah.
of course not. I mean, a lot of the bad people in that one, or most of them, get it. The bigoted people, end up
Hmm.
dead. You go up against Fred Williamson, you know,
Yeah.
that's what's going to happen. But
He's great.
yeah,
Man, he's been in so many. I've got a lot of his movies, like The Hammer and
I need to
Black
get that.
Caesar. Uh,
That's one of the big ones that I haven't got. As a matter of fact, I pulled most of my black exploitation movies. Of course, I got the set that I just showed recently with the two Charlie movies. The second one, The
mhm.
Soul of Black Charlie, and then I also have Superfly TNT and Detroit 9000. And then
Oh, okay.
I've got the remake of Shaft, and I have one of the sequels to the original somewhere.
Uh-huh.
And then I've got there's Fred Williamson there, and a strange kind of 2-pack because it's Fred Williamson and Black Cobra, and then a TV movie with William Shatner. I don't know how these two things ended up on the same
Yeah.
set, but
Kind of like a public domain type of.
it could be, yeah. And then I got like one that might be sort of a little bit more horror. It's one of the ones that Pam Grier made in the Philippines, Twilight People.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then you got the cool thing with the black exploitation era or films and the kung fu films is a lot of times they merge together because you had Jim
Mhm.
Kelly after Enter the Dragon, and then you had Ron Van Cleef. So this is a Mill Creek. No, it's not Mill Creek. It's not even Mill Creek. I don't even know what it is, but it's similar.
Uh-huh.
The Badass Mothers. You see Mothers?
Oh,
See?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it's got Black Cobra, Black Dragon Fever, and Black Kingpin.
Some of those I haven't heard of. I haven't seen that set. The actually my copies of the Charlie sets that he did, I think two of them are kind of linked, and then there's like the third one was I'm not sure if the third one is connected to those where he plays God, what's the name of it? I'm not sure if it's in the same. They're all westerns. All three are
Right.
westerns, but the ones I have, they're kind of like they're not exactly. I guess they're public domain releases and stuff, and they don't look too bad. But
Right.
trying to think that
Yeah.
one, but
I watched.
he's done some good ones though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and then there's the
Boss. Oh, it's Boss. That's what it is. Boss.
Oh, okay, yeah, the Boss one. Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
Mhm.
He even did that one Antonio Margheriti Western with Jim Brown and Jim Kelly, and I never remember the darn name of it. And Lee Van Cleef.
Yeah, Lee Van Cleef's in that one.
Yeah.
Dang.
I got my little. Yeah.
I got my thing here so I can remember some of them. Showing the ones I have here. If it'll show up.
Oh, Carlos is checking out. He's going to bed. Thanks a lot, Carlos.
Okay. Yeah, thanks, Carlos, for stopping in, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll jump back. I'll jump
Or,
back around here.
who's
So
it?
Carlos was his favorites are Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris, Jackie Chan, Van Damme. Yeah, it's and Seagal. We can't pronounce. Forget about Steven Seagal. Sometimes Um, but yeah, he's did some good ones in the black exploitation genre. I guess you could say Hell Up in Harlem is really cool. Bucktown is cool because it's got Pam Grier in it, and
Okay.
yeah, that I don't know if you've seen that one or you have it, but
Yeah.
that's a good one. He kind of
No.
comes back. His dad, I think his dad passes away. He's kind of a big shot out of town, and he comes
Yeah.
home, and they have a bar, and of course the sheriff is. It's kind of like the kind of the racist sheriff in a way. It's kind of
Mhm.
got everybody in his pockets, like they like pay all this money each month or get beat up, and it's one of those. And of course, Williamson's got to come and kick some butt and stuff.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, so that was a good one. But yeah, it's like yeah, sometimes like when I do like a black exploitation episode, it's kind of like I don't want to. It's like I don't know how some people look at those because when you say black exploitation,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a bad thing or a good thing. And the
Right.
same thing with like saying spaghetti westerns.
Right. Yeah.
Is that derogatory towards Italians or something? But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
It's interesting. I saw a young girl review a while ago. She reviewed Blackula. She was just kind of stunned. She was like, they called him Blackula in the movie. She was like, you know what I mean? Like
oh yeah,
you're familiar with the whole era, like she was like, I can't believe they called him Blackula in the movie. Like it was that on the nose. It was that,
mm-hmm.
But yeah, like a lot of those movies were, they're still pretty rough. Like when I finally watched Coffee, which I don't own, classic
Uh-huh.
Panther, the
Oh,
language in that, man, the sex talk and the language, it's really pretty hardcore. And it's like, no
Mhm.
wonder I didn't see many of these on TV because I don't think any of them made the cut.
Yeah.
I do remember one called That Man Bolt with Williamson.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's good. I don't remember the details, but I definitely, for years, I've been thinking I got to go back and watch that because I remember watching that by myself in my room, and thinking it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is a good one, and I think Kino has put out that one and the other one we were talking about at first. They've put out some nice sets of those. But yeah, I've got a pretty good collection of black exploitation movies now, and a good selection of what do you call it? Some of the Shaw Brothers stuff. I haven't got that new set yet. The new Shaw, the Arrow set yet.
Oh, the volume 4 of Shawscope.
Yeah, number 4. I guess that's the purple one.
Yeah, it's funny. I got it, and I watched one movie right away because I was like so curious. The Oily Maniac. I was like, what the hell is this movie going to be about? It's about what it sounds like. It's about a guy that turns into a big giant oily blob and kills people. It turns out it actually comes from Malaysian folklore. That's where they got it, and it's set in Malaysia, which was cool. And then I kind of like, I don't know, maybe in back of my mind, I was waiting till like Halloween because most of them are fantasy or horror oriented, which is different from the other Shawscope volumes. But I just couldn't wait, so I just started watching them. So like I watched 2 of them. There's Black Magic and then Black Magic 2, and both of them have the legendary Lo Lay. I got a Lo Lay.
Yeah, Lo Lay's great.
Oh, he's having the time of his life. He's evil in both of these. Darn it, where is it? I got a Lo Lay movie here somewhere. As a matter of fact, I have. Well, I'll find it in a second. Oh, here it is. Of course, Lo Lay of King Boxer, aka Five Fingers of Death, which started everything in the United States as far as kung fu. It came out a couple months before The Big Boss, and was a certified hit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But he's great in it. All kinds of gross out effects, and the settings were different too. I think the one of them took place in that one may take place in Malaysia too, as a matter of fact, and now that I think about it. But they're the rules that they have for like magic and reanimating corpses and things. It's like a whole different set of rules, you know.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. Yeah, there was one set I got, and it has something to do with the bat. I can't think of the full name. Was it Bat Without Wings?
Bat
Is that
Without Wings. Yeah. Yep. That's a
Yeah,
good one.
I
It
had
was
this
on. Yep.
yeah, I had, like, a crusty copy of it, and,
Oh,
it's
okay.
it's now come out on, is it on that set, or is
It's
it
on
a
the set.
different
It's on volume
the set?
4. Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay, okay. Because when I got that and I looked at the cover, and it's like, "Man, that makeup looks just like Gene Simmons." I mean,
Totally.
literally, like, to the
Totally from
T.
Gene Simmons.
Yeah. I was like, I wonder if he even, I'm sure he's aware of it somehow,
Yeah.
but I just thought that was funny.
It was.
But,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty good movie, and, but I'm glad it's on there because I know it'll look a lot better than,
Yeah.
that copy that I have of it, but
Yeah. Arrow does such a great job, man, and
mhm,
commentaries are always good. I mean, man, you learn just so much about those films. Uh, just so many details. As a matter of fact, the one of them was it Bat Without Wings? I think it may have been. There's these two guys in it, these two assassins, and the guy that was doing the commentary pointed out that both of these guys, one of them was named Yun Hua, who I've heard of before, but they
mhm.
were both in the Seven Little Fortunes with Jackie Chan, uh, which was the group that he was in as a child, because
Oh, yeah. Okay.
it was Jackie, Sammo Hung, Corey Yun, Yuen Biao, and Wu Man. In my mind, I was always like, who are the other two guys? Well, then they're in a movie. They're standing next to each other. The guy
Yeah.
pointed out. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that is cool. I was watching, A Better Tomorrow last night, and, the father that's in there, I forgot his name, but he was in, gosh, what was he in? Oh, man, it's on the tip of my tongue, but do you know what I'm talking about? Like the father that was
Yeah,
kinda
yeah.
sick,
Mm-hmm.
and, I can't think of his name, but he was in a bunch of Shaw Brothers movies. Uh, Dang it. I should have did my homework on this, but I was trying to keep it spontaneous, but, uh, test my knowledge sometimes, but, yeah, but that was a surprise because the first couple of times I've watched Better Tomorrow, I guess I didn't make the connection or something somehow, and then last night I was like, "Oh, yeah, there he is."
Yeah, yeah. That's
Uh,
the funny thing. Like when I watched a lot of these movies, the John Woo movies. Another example would be Hard Boiled. The character that plays, I think they call him Foxy. He's the guy with the eye patch, and
mhm,
he's like one of the bad guys. He's real mean and nasty.
yeah.
I didn't know that was Philip Kwok from Five Deadly Venoms. Like
Oh, yeah, yeah.
yeah, like it's a lot of those guys like 10 years later, they're now making John Woo movies because Shaw Brothers, the Kung Fu, it doesn't exist anymore.
Mhm,
And I just think that's cool. And like when I reviewed A Better Tomorrow after I saw it in the theater, I made the point, I'd pretty much seen a few Chow Yun Fat movies since then, but
mhm,
I had seen a lot back then. But T Long, the other main star in that, like I've probably seen like 25 or 30 movies of his
mhm,
since I saw Hard Boiled or A Better Tomorrow way back in the day. Only because he's become
mhm.
one of my favorite Shaw Brothers stars. There's just
Yeah.
all the
Yeah,
Shaw
that
sets and everything. He's in so many of those.
yeah. Yeah, this set is pretty good. This is the trilogy of them. I watched the first one, looks good. Almost got to the second one, but it was getting kinda late, and I had
Mhm.
never seen part 3 ever,
See,
so that's gonna be
I haven't either. I haven't either. I did after I saw the first one in the theater, I did go home and the next night I think I watched Better Tomorrow too. And I had seen both of them before, but I've never seen the third one, so I am interested in seeing that. Yeah. But that's cool that they're on a box set like that for sure. I gotta
yeah.
get that. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I think I got it for, like, $40,
Yeah.
which is, not that much a piece if you look at it, but
Yeah,
they
right.
got a
Three
yeah,
movies.
they got a bonus disc here where they got A Better Tomorrow, was that part 1? I think it's part 1 where they got, like, it's a work print, and it's, like, 30 minutes longer, and then they got Better Tomorrow 3, that's a Taiwanese cut of it,
Oh.
which is kinda some bonus stuff. Um, So yeah, I mean they look really good. I'm impressed, and glad I got them. But yeah, I got that, and then of course you got to get hard boiled, you know, and then
Mhm.
later on I found out what Arrow's putting their versions of hard boiled and the killer out, and I was just thinking, man,
See,
I'm just gonna go with these guys this time. You
I,
know what I mean? It's kind of hard. It's like, who do you get? I don't want to buy both of them. You know, it's
I'm
like,
yeah, I guess I'm almost surprised that I didn't get them right away, but now I'm kind of glad I waited, um,
mhm,
because I did a couple of videos on the channel when they made the announcements, and I was reading off all the special features and everything,
mhm.
and then it occurred to me later that the special, I'm sure the Shout ones are very good releases and everything, but special features were the same special features in the old. At least I think, because they were like, in an
Some of them are.
interview with Brett Ratner. I was like, well, where's Brett Ratner been? You know,
Yeah, yeah.
that's not a new interview. I don't think that's right, because he hasn't been
Well,
around.
well, he's doing stuff on the down low. I think he got in some trouble
Yeah,
with
I forget what that was
something.
about. Yeah.
Yeah, and he got kind of knocked off his kind of where he was at, but yeah, it's got a lot of new stuff in here, and that's what I try to look at in buying stuff,
Mhm.
like compared to the old releases, and because I don't know. I mean, who knows, man? I mean, way down the road, if I catch them on sale or something, I may get them, but I don't know. But these are pretty nice actually, and I do buy a lot of Arrow stuff, and I thought, well, Shout Factory, other than maybe Scream Factory, I don't really get a lot of their stuff,
Mhm.
but
Mhm. Yeah,
but yeah, it looks good.
I mean,
Also
Arrow's
got
my go-to if they have something out.
yeah,
Even
yeah, me too. Yeah, for the
like,
most part.
like I got this T Long David. Speaking of T Long David
Mhm.
Chang collection from Shout, and it's good. But even little things like the art, hey, these people are all very talented. I'm a big fan of Kung Fu Bob. You know, for that's
Oh yeah.
there's a glare on there, but that's my Five Venoms poster anyway.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I would say the resemblance to both guys could be a little better.
Hmm.
There's some special features. It's a good box set, but it's not, it doesn't eclipse like an Arrow release for me.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah, yeah, well, take for example this hard boiled set. I mean, all the artwork looks almost AI-ish.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if you can tell but but then on the inside you got the original poster art and stuff.
Hmm.
Of course you got that one and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like that with you too. I'm just kind of like sometimes plus you look for the deal. It's
Yeah.
like cost factor. It's like,
Hmm.
well,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, for
So
sure, for
yeah.
sure. I mean, that David Chang T Long, they had a huge Shout had a huge sale around Christmas
Mhm,
time. I think that's why I got it. It was like half,
mhm. See, and
literally.
I'm
Oh,
so behind.
yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't got any of those Shaw Brothers sets. It's like they're up to like box 8 now or something. It's like, oh man, it's like it's
Mhm.
just before you knew it, there was like a floodgate open of like Asian cinema and Shaw
Mhm.
Brothers releases, and
Mhm.
everybody was putting stuff out, and it was just like, oh man.
Yeah,
Just
88. Like if I right, like, and that's the thing. Like if I see like a single movie come out on 88 films, like I like
mhm.
88 films. I've got like Shaolin Mantis is a great one. I don't
Yeah,
think this is
yeah.
on any of the Shaw scope, but if they come out with like a new release of an older film, is it going to be on Shaw scope Volume 5? You never know, right?
Right.
Like, I mean, so it's
Yeah.
like you might go out and get like if they come out with the next Shaw scope volume, if they do, I assume that they will eventually.
Okay.
If you have one or two, you'll probably get it. But what if you have like most of them already? Then it's like, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's sometimes it goes over your head and you
yeah.
miss it. You miss that chance or something. But
Mhm.
well, I was looking in the comments. Sorry, Carlos, I read the thing wrong. He was asking us what was our favorite movies by
Ah,
each of those guys and stuff.
okay.
I was used to the Stacy question or
Oh yeah,
something like which one is this
versus, yeah.
yeah, the verses kind of thing and stuff. And he mentioned it was Take a Hard Ride. Is that
Maybe
movie?
hard right.
Yeah, yeah. It was on the tip of my tongue, but yeah, that's a really good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, but I don't, Carlos. I don't know if you're still on or not. But I would have to say with Bruce Lee, man, that's hard. That's hard. I always come back to well, it's also known as the Chinese Connection, which is also what the big is it. That's not Big Boss. I get that mixed up. I always know it as the Chinese Connection for some reason. I think that is gosh. I think
Yeah, I
it's the
think you're
second
right.
movie.
Because oh man, now I don't know.
So yeah, I get like I get
see,
all
it's funny
oh man.
because I used to know a lot of these by their alternate titles because they weren't on
Mhm,
TV very often. But I think when they were on TV, they were under those alternate titles. But
mhm,
my Bruce Lee set has the other titles.
mhm.
So now I can't remember because isn't
Yeah,
it like you have isn't one of the alternate titles Fists of Fury, but then they came out with Fist of
yeah.
Fury? Yeah,
Fist, yeah, Fist of Fury. That might be the Chinese Connection.
yeah,
It's something like that, but I don't know. I would say that one, but when you come down to it, man, Enter the Dragon is just so good. I
yeah.
mean, it's so rewatchable. I mean, I know it's this big movie and everybody knows him from that movie. And I try not to be on the bandwagon sometimes or something, but that is
But it is
it is a great movie.
that
Just
good, you know?
yeah. Yeah, you got all the other people up in
Yeah.
there and
So
just
many supporting people, great
mhm,
villain,
mhm.
great co-stars. And my second one is probably The Big Boss, his first movie. I just really like that movie.
Yeah, The Big Boss is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, The Big Boss, and then like if I think about that, I just yeah the Chinese Connection. I got like a laser. I had this laser disc for
Oh,
years
cool.
and years and years, and I still have it, and I always know it by that. Then I got those arrow sets of Bruce Lee that one that they put out was really good. But then the Criterion Collection had put out that one, I think it's called the mini, or what was it? It was called something, but it was the yellow box little Criterion one,
Okay.
and that's got a lot of good stuff on it too. And I don't know that when the Arrow set came out, man, that thing sold out so quick. There was the yellow box one and the red box, and I ended up getting the red box. Carlos actually hooked me up with that. He
Oh,
got it
okay.
over there. We did like a trade package and got that and stuff. But yeah, but Enter the Dragon wasn't in
That's right.
the Arrow. Yeah,
It's the
yeah,
Warner Brothers, right? Yeah.
yeah, because it was those had 4Ks in it. Now the Criterion one, I believe, has Enter the Dragon,
Okay.
but they're just regular Blu-rays
Oh, okay.
editions and stuff. Yeah, but all the extras on that is like really makes it worth having that one also.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, I mean, it comes down to it. I hate like picking stuff. I'm really bad at lists sometimes and stuff, and
Yeah.
like for, for well, a couple things I know for sure the answer, but with that and same thing like with Chuck Norris. I mean like I'm always I like Lone Wolf McQuaid a lot. That's
Mm.
um more westerny. It's kind of
Yeah.
like he's a sheriff out west and stuff. That's I have to pick that one, but it's hard to pick stuff sometimes because he did so many really good ones, especially in the early mid '80s. He was just doing
Yeah.
some bangers, and
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, yeah, for like a conventional, like objectively the best movie, it might be um, Code of Silence, directed by Andrew Davis.
mhm,
Solid cop movie. For martial arts like mysticism, if you're into that, it might be The Octagon, even though there's a couple parts a little slow, just for,
mhm,
ninjas and all kinds of martial arts stuff. But then the
yeah,
one, not an eye for an eye, Force of One, I think it's a Force of One,
yeah,
is really like a political thriller, and it kind of came out at a time when there was a lot of political thrillers still in coming out,
yeah,
and it doesn't have like Burt Lancaster. It's got Chuck Norris, and Yeah, he kicks a guy off a motorcycle, and he does a couple stunts, but it's not super over the top. And
Yeah,
even
it's
the way
not.
yeah,
Yeah, it's not action. It's not super action
yeah,
heavy. It's got more of that, like you said, that plot going on, the
yeah,
political plot.
yeah. They're going to different locations, and getting chased by assassins and stuff. It really, it's like a political thriller, but like people just
Mhm,
see Chuck and they put a Chuck label on it. But I think if you look at that through like a different lens, that's a really good one too, especially for
mhm.
one of his older ones. And then there's Silent Rage,
I
which
was about
every
to
time I
say, yeah,
watch, I like it more. You
mhm.
know, like every single time I like it, I think I like it more than the last time, and it's like a really solid horror film.
Yeah, when it opens up, the movie opens up with the guy doing his thing, and it's almost trippy. Like, the first
Yeah,
time I saw that, it's actually pretty violent in a
yeah, it
way,
is.
the way
Yeah,
and it's got that whole tracking shot where he's just following them
yep.
through the house, and he's doing all the stuff, and it's kinda like, "Whoa." I mean, it starts off really like, boom,
Yeah,
like
that was like Black Christmas, Silent Night, Bloody Night. Uh, you know, they had Halloween. They all had they had those tracking shots too. It was just kind of like just right out of that playbook. Uh,
mhm.
and then like I know like a few years ago, people took some clips of the I think his name was Brian Libby, the guy that played the bad guy. He was also in the Octagon with Chuck, but small part. But
Mhm.
because he's going through all this crazy, they reanimate him and he's out of his head and he's making all these facial expressions. People took like a couple clips of that and were putting it on Instagram. Like, look at this terrible acting. Well, there's no context. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
there's no context for what you're accusing this guy of. I thought he was a really good villain, actually, overall.
I did too.
He
I
was
did too.
really good.
I mean, he just really played the unstoppable type character
Mm-hmm.
really good, and he was very believable, and, yeah, critics really crapped on it and stuff, but I think it really is a good solid
Yeah.
movie. I mean, you can't do, any better than that, because it's kinda like, around the same time you had Bronson doing, 10 to Midnight,
Yeah.
where it's
Right.
kinda almost fighting up against, like, a murderer, a mass
Yeah.
murderer or a
Mm-hmm.
psychopath, I guess, and stuff, and, um, I'm trying to think, were they both canon flicks? I bel
Oh,
let's see. Well, wait a minute.
I'm not. I'm
I
pretty
got
sure
it
it's
right
the
here.
Midnight Bus. Yeah.
No, it was Columbia. It was
Oh,
Columbia
okay.
for Silent Rage, and
Okay,
then,
for Silent Rage. Yeah.
yeah, but,
Yeah.
yeah, that one's super good, and, Lone Wolf,
Mm,
it's hard to pick, but,
it is.
of course, the first ones I saw as a kid, first introduction, I guess you could say, to him would be like Delta Force, of course, or, more so Missing in Action. I think that was what I
Yeah.
saw him in first,
Okay.
and, because I was kinda into army stuff as a little
Yeah.
kid,
Right.
and
Yeah.
that was just like, "Wow," it's cool. But, yeah, yeah, Delta Force and stuff like that. Now, I get to a certain point with his filmography and just I kinda stop, so to speak, I guess, maybe after, the 2nd Missing in Action, and
Yeah.
after that, he kinda
Yeah.
it's not so much him, it's like just some of the movies themselves,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
script and stuff,
Hmm.
and it's
Hmm.
not great.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, who else was it? Van Damme and Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan, man, he's got a ton of movies.
So hard. So
Yeah,
hard.
yeah, but I remember, inadvertently, I didn't know I had saw him, like, remember when he broke out in, like, '92 or something
Mhm.
what was it in the States? It was real
Rumble in the
Rumble in
Bronx.
the Bronx. Yeah, and it was
Rumble in
retitled.
Vancouver. I mean, the Bronx.
Yeah, Rumble in the Bronx, and everything. I'm like, "Oh, Jackie Chan, oh, da, da." And but then it's like I had seen him in the Cannonball Run movies
Right.
as a
Hmm.
kid and stuff, and didn't make the connection, because that was a Golden Harvest movie. I
Yeah.
forget that too.
Yeah.
That
That
it was
was.
go
Yep.
Yeah,
They
Golden
pretty
Harvest.
much said, oh, "Okay, here's the deal. We're going to produce this, but
Mhm.
you got to put
Yeah.
we put our one of our stars in there." And
Mhm.
the funny thing is that the Shaw brothers had Cannonball with David Carradine. that was a Shaw Brothers production.
Mm-hmm.
It was like they were trying to mirror each other, you know.
There was always a competition there and stuff.
Yeah.
Because what was it? What's his name? Left Shaw Brothers. He did the one-armed swordsman.
Oh, Jimmy Wang Yu.
Yeah, Jimmy Wang Yu had that kind of falling out. And he did he go? Did he go to Golden Harvest?
I don't know. There's the one-armed boxer.
The boxer. Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, but he did the one-armed swordsman too. A lot of those. Mm-hmm. Man, those are good too. You know, I don't know if he did go to Golden Harvest. I know he essentially, I think he went to Taiwan, and he claimed, I think he claimed that he was forbidden from re-entering Hong Kong for a while. I don't know if he was in Golden Harvest per se. I know he did some independent films as well. And he's even in as the one-armed swordsman. He's even in one of the Zatoichi films. It's meets the one-armed swordsman. I haven't gotten to that one yet, but I can't wait to get to that. So I think he was kind of like a free agent for a while, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that one movie he was in down in, it was Australia.
Oh, yeah.
I have it. It's the Man
from Hong Kong.
Man from Hong Kong, yeah.
That movie's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy good movie.
That might be Golden Harvest, because Sammo Hung's in that. I'm not really sure. But George Lazenby is in that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And, it's like, wow, this little movie. It's like, wow, it's got all this stuff in it.
It's got George Lazenby, and then Sammo Hung and Jimmy Wang Yu, and then it's got Hugh Keys Byrne, who played the toe cutter, and Morton Joe is in there. That was cool to see him when he was younger. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That movie's pretty wild. Yeah.
Yeah. The One-Armed Swordsman, 1967, that's like, that is my favorite Shaw Brothers. That's just, I just love that one. I guess, you know, looking at the many, I guess you could say the many sides of Shaw Brothers and the different like things they did, you know, the wuxia, you know, the traditional ones. They got fantasy, the horror, the what the F is this one, and they had all these like side genre type stuff they did. I have to go with like, I guess I'm more of a traditional guy with that, with the wuxia and the fantasy. Come drink with me, some of those.
Dragon Inn. Somebody got, who was it? Roy got that from a friend of his. He hasn't watched it yet. Roy's Bluray movies, but yeah, those are cool. There's those I still haven't seen yet. You know, a lot of them were directed by King Hu. Yeah, because you had that era where a lot of the protagonists were female, and then you had Chang Che becoming like sort of their main director, and he was not really big on female characters, and you know, he was into more like the. Then he started getting like more exotic with the weapons, and then he up to the 5 Deadly Venoms. It was interesting because now I can't even remember what movie it was that I reviewed, but he directed an earlier film. There was like 5 assassins in it, and they all had different names, but they weren't the main characters. One of them was like the River Dragon, and it was Bolo Young swinging a giant hammer. And then there was another guy called the Mole who would just around and come back up. So you could see like the seeds of where he was going, you know, like as he like wilder and like bloodier and crazier.
Yeah, I would say Cheng Chi is my favorite of the Shaw Brother directors and stuff. And he was there was like a small little supplement on one of the movies, and kind of talking about how he was very, you know, male heavy, you know, the whole, what do you call it? Just like brotherhood kind of thing, like just that heavy, and not so much with females and stuff. And I don't know if they were alluding to anything. I don't know if it kind of went in that, but it was just like, no, he's just doing that. But man, it's like, if you look at his movies, it's like, gosh, every one of these is like so good. You know, he was just so prolific as a director. And I
mean, you figure you got this one here has All Men Are Brothers and Blood Brothers. So you're right. I mean,
Yeah.
Blood Brothers is a great one. So he was all about the brotherhood, and he was not afraid to kill off a few of the protagonists. The interesting thing is, John Woo, there's a film on here, The Horrible History set from, this is Eureka. This is Eureka. These are historical epics directed by Chang Che. The one, Four Riders, which is very historically inaccurate, but it's after the Korean War, and it's just a crazy mashup of veterans trying to fit in and getting involved in organized crime. John Woo's the assistant director on it. And
okay.
When you watch it, you're like, oh yeah, I bet he got some ideas from this.
Yeah, like Bullet in the Head and stuff like that.
Yeah, very much just with the action and stuff. Larry's in the comments, by the way.
Oh yeah. Thanks for keeping me up there.
Yep.
I almost need a co-host sometimes. But
like, happy birthday again, Larry.
Yeah, let's catch up on some of this stuff. We just start gabbing like a couple old men and just blah 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 blah. Let's see this. Oh god. Okay. We got. Let's see. Carlos was there. Yeah, I think he head out. Yeah, the horror cat dad. Happy belated birthday, by the way. I think your birthday was a couple days ago, cat dad. Yeah, great stream.
I'd be interested to know, Larry, what is your favorite martial arts movie? I don't know if we've ever discussed it before. I know that's not maybe his go-to genre per se, but I'd be interested to know if he has a favorite. And I did want to get one more thing real quick. I do have a Criterion John Woo, Last Hurrah for Chivalry.
Oh yeah.
Which is a kung fu movie from 1979. Very good movie. I think this was.
I need to get that one. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if this was independent or.
I don't think it was Shaw Brothers.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't Shaw Brothers. But the cool thing is, there's it does have Wei Pak, who was in Five Venoms, but then it's also got a guy that I've seen in literally dozens upon dozens of movies. Fung Hak On. He's always like a henchman or something. Well, I guess since this may not have been Golden Harvest or Shaw Brothers, it was like he had to elevate somebody to one of the starring roles, and this guy in this movie is really good. And this was interesting to go back after I'd seen The Killer and Hard Boiled and to see John Woo kung fu action. Because you could see the preciseness of the choreography and everything. It's really good.
Yeah. And then speaking of John Woo, he would appear in a few of them as an actor. I think he was in The Better Tomorrow. He was a lot smaller, and then he seemed to get kind of gets a little bit bigger, and he ages a little bit. But yeah, I know we're jumping all over the place, guys. Whoever's watching or listening or something, but yeah, we're jumping all over the place. But I just it's like I have a lot of videos I could put out now of some of the kung fu stuff I got, but I haven't got to that point. And I know you're big with kung fu because you got your episodes that you focus on, and I don't get to talk shop with people much about certain genres, so but yeah, I guess we can kind of so we scratched upon black exploitation a little bit. Is there any new pickups that you've gotten recently? Any like that? Because Kino's been really putting out some good 4Ks, matter of fact.
Okay, well, I did pick up. There's the one we talked about in the comments that I can't get to play. Not from Kino, it's from Severin.
Oh yeah.
Set.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird that doesn't play because
I wish, and I thought I had 3 DVD and Blu-ray players, but one of them was completely kaput, and the other one, I have no remote for anything, so I don't. I'm still trying. And then the one I have, I know my grandkids were messing with the button, opening, closing, and a couple things got stuck. and you
Mm-hmm.
know, I had to force it closed, and then when I tried it the next time, it would work. But then when my son, when my son was here with his girlfriend, he wanted to introduce her to Mystery Science Theater, so they picked out. They were actually going to try to watch Mitchell, and they got halfway through it, and it just froze, and they couldn't get it to work. So, but I've watched like 10 movies since then, so I guess
it
probably my player.
well, it could be, or it could be the disc, because I've noticed that on a couple things here lately, that because around 2006 or 2007, those if it was manufactured at a plant in like Indianapolis or somewhere around in there, um, they just had a bad batch of mastering or something, and it affected a lot of Warner Brothers
Wow.
releases back then. So, but some of them they survived, like it didn't affect it. Like I have a couple, but I'm thinking they made discs for other companies too, and maybe that could be it, because every once in a while, I'll have 4Ks just kind of. I don't know if you're 4K player. I was putting in Aliens the other day, and I was watching it, and it just kind of just was trying to
Hmm.
freeze up on me and stuff. And it's like I'm looking at the disc, it's fine. It
Yeah, yeah,
it didn't make any sense. So it's just like I don't know,
yeah. That's what
but
I'm worried about. Like, is newer stuff and is 4K stuff, is it going to be like more sensitive? I don't know why I think that. That doesn't seem to make any sense, but
mhm.
you know, I don't know.
I would think they would be more not indestructible, but a lot stronger, because some of the discs are depending on what ones you get, they're pretty tough physically. Now, I
Yeah.
don't know if they're doing the same qualities they did maybe 20 years ago, maybe because
Hmm.
it's physical media, but I don't know. Uh, I've had a good run with Kino stuff. I haven't had any issues with that, but yeah, it was Aliens. It was the new Aliens 4K, and there was something else the other day. It was a 4K, and it just did a little bit of freezing, and it's like you have to skip ahead almost,
Yeah.
because it just freezes, and you just gotta.
Hmm. You got to
So
skip
I don't
ahead,
know.
to go
Yeah, you
back.
gotta.
Pain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you gotta skip ahead. So if anybody's listening and they have any info on that, then let us know. But yeah, speaking of like westerns and stuff, I have picked up some cool 4K westerns
Oh,
from
cool.
Kino, and I don't know if you get your hands on this one. It really looks good. I was impressed. I made a video um, talking about this one, but this 4K of Gunfight at the OK Corral
Okay.
from Kino looks really good. Um, because it's that 1950s Technicolor. It's already looks good, and but
Hmm.
then it's just yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, man. Those 1950s colors, man. I
Yeah,
just
that Technicolor it's hard to beat.
can we go back to that? Can we make movies look like that again?
I know it's like
Like,
some directors are wanting to go use the do the camera setup of VistaVision,
mhm.
which I think this was filmed in VistaVision, and I think what's his name did that uh, recent movie. He did it in VistaVision. It's kind of like the camera is on its side, and it makes the image a little bit taller. It's not so much wide as it is
Okay.
taller, or something like that. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Picked up High Noon.
Okay.
It looks pretty good. I was on the fence about it because I already have a
Yeah.
couple of different copies,
Hmm.
but I got it for like $12 on Amazon, 12 or 10. So I was like, oh, I'll go ahead. And
Hmm.
then this 4K of Shane actually looks
Okay.
really good. And I actually waited on that for a minute because it just was up in the price range. It was just like I was waiting for it to come down a little bit
Hmm.
to
Hmm.
grab it.
Yeah.
They look
Sometimes you
good.
got to do that. You know,
Yeah.
it's like when
And
I kept looking at Desperate Hours, the Humphrey Bogart movie. I don't know why
mhm.
so much more expensive than a lot of his other films, and finally came down to like 15ish or something like that.
Yeah, that was an Arrow release, and it's like some of them will be on sale. It doesn't make
Right.
any sense, and some
Yeah,
of
I
them
don't
will
know what
not come.
I don't know what determines that. Like
Yeah,
why we're gonna say with this one doesn't get to be on sale for a couple of years. I don't know why.
I know exactly. I did pick up the mechanic with
Oh,
Bronson.
cool.
Okay. And again with this one, it was like I wasn't going to buy it because recently I found I think it was the Scorpion releasing version of it.
Okay.
Pretty nice Blu-ray, and that was a really expensive disc for so long. It was out of print, and I found a real heck of a deal on it, so I picked it up, and then sure as the world, man, this comes out like just like oh my gosh, it's like are you kidding me? I just got I just got this other one, so I waited a while, and people said, yeah, it really is nice. It really does look good, and so I was just like hell, and I picked it up. And then this was a movie I discovered. William Friedkin made this in 2003. The Hunted. If you ever seen
Okay.
that.
No, I still haven't seen it. I'm aware of it.
Hmm.
I've heard William Friedkin talk about it, but I've never
Yeah,
actually seen it. Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty cool. Tommy Lee Jones and Benicio del
Mhm.
Toro. Uh, kind of a literally hunting him and stuff, and like it. It's just it's real good, man. It's action
Mhm.
packed, and I
Yeah.
started watching it on TV the other night. And I was like, how did I miss this? How did I wasn't even aware of it and stuff. So I checked Amazon and there it was because
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think I came into like it was already on for like 20 minutes or something and
Right.
missed some of it. But those look good. And pick this up. This is an older release though, but this is the John Woo film Wind Talkers. This
Oh yeah.
is just the old DVD of it,
Hmm.
but this is a special packaging one they put out, and it's got the director's cut, and it's got a bonus disc that's got like a documentary talking about the actual Navajo
Yeah.
uh, soldiers who did the whole code breaking thing and
Hmm.
stuff like that.
That's
So
cool.
it's pretty cool. And so yeah, I did that, and then I got some new John Garfield movie. I can't remember if you were talking about John Garfield one time, or you were into him, or if it was John Payne. I think maybe it was John Payne.
Yeah, I think we were probably talking more about John Payne. I think I did bring up one John Garfield movie last time, but I don't remember which one.
Yeah, I'm like you, man. It's like, but anyways, yeah, that and so yeah, that and so yeah, what's some
Oh, I
stuff
got a
you want to talk
couple I
about?
haven't shown yet on the
Yeah,
channel.
yeah, that's what I
They're
was going to say.
Westerns. Uh, I got a comedy, Terrence Hill, Man of the East.
Hmm.
Um, Actually, I think I did show this on Physical Media Friday. Yeah, it's a comedy. It's an hour and 25 minutes. I guess I just got to be in the mood to start that.
Hmm. The comedy
Yeah,
westerns
the
and stuff.
comedy
Yeah.
ones kind of have to be in the mood for.
Hmm.
And then the other thing about the spaghetti westerns, the titles are just it's mind boggling, right? I remember when I had one when my son was home once. We opened up one. Let's see if I have it here. Anyway, it was a compilation, and it had. I'm reading it, and I kept mixing up like Santana and Sabata and Sartana because it had like one of each on there. And he was like,
Hmm.
"Oh, that's Sartana." I was like, "Oh, right. This one's Santana. That was."
Same thing.
You know.
Yeah.
And so you have all the names, but then you have the ones that are the official sequels and the ones that aren't.
Hmm. Yeah,
So
like with Django, all the
yeah, it's like
different
Django.
Django's.
So I got this one, Tony Anthony, Get Mean, and
Hmm.
I guess he's playing a character called the Stranger. But this isn't the first Stranger movie, so I'm like,
Hmm.
now I got to go back and watch the
Yeah,
first couple ones.
yeah. There's like a trilogy of them,
Yeah.
and I think I have the older like DVD versions of it that
Mhm.
they. I'm not sure if they're all together or not, but somebody recently put out a new edition of those. So
Okay. That'd be cool. Yeah, and I mean that's not to say that the unofficial sequels aren't good, like Django the Bastard I just watched recently. That's a good one.
mhm. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's probably one of the best of the unofficial
Yeah.
Django movies
Right.
and stuff. That's one of the
Mhm.
better ones. Uh, yeah, Tony Anthony was also in. This is my that's my favorite one of his is called Blind Man, and
Okay.
I'm thinking if he did that before or after he did this Stranger series, but it's actually funny that movie's got like Ringo Starr from the Beatles is in it,
Okay.
and uh, I, I I want to say I'm not for sure if it was Harris or George Harrison had that handmade films at some
Okay.
point, but I'm not sure if it's one of those if he produced
Mhm.
it or not. But Ringo's in it, and he's actually pretty good in it as a kind of like a bandito
Yeah.
character. And but yeah, if you've never seen Blind Man, that's a good one to see of
Okay.
his of Tony Anthony. That is,
Right. Right. Okay.
yeah, and so yeah. Did you ever get your hands on the those Arrow Dollars trilogy ones, the
I
good,
didn't. I
bad?
still haven't pulled the trigger on those,
Mm,
and I'm not sure why. I mean, because I already own them, and it's
mhm,
just it's just for me. I mean, I do love those movies, but I don't know. I guess I had some other priorities before those, but I think I will. I really think I will. The same thing with the John Woo movies. Like it's going to happen, somehow.
mhm,
So I probably will, and then I'll probably just sell the ones that I have. But
yeah.
I mean, I've
Well,
got a lot of use out of them. We watched Christmas night. We came back here because my one daughter goes. They spend Christmas night with my son-in-law's family, so it was me and the three other kids, and we all watched for a few dollars more together. We had a great time.
mhm. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I think recently Arrow has put all three of those new 4Ks together in a
Okay.
pack. I think they just,
Mhm.
I guess, not really like there's no reason for me to buy it again or anything. I guess it's for the people that maybe they missed those big packages the first time around
Right. Right.
because they all sold out and stuff. But like me, yeah, I got so many different variations of that series, and the same thing
Mhm.
with the Killer. Uh,
Yeah.
of all those, just the Killer. I got like all these different versions of the Killer. I got that laser disc here in the background,
That's awesome.
stuff like that. So there's certain movies that are like consider favorites that it's like okay, but I don't see myself ever buying the Dollar Trilogy again because
Right.
that's 4K and they did a phenomenal job, Arrow, on that. I'm really just like blown away, like how good they look now, and everything
Mhm.
looks right,
Okay.
because they
Right.
were having issues with those for a while with
Yeah. Yeah.
the color grading. I think was
Okay.
off
Yeah.
on some of
Right.
them,
Right. Right.
but
Yeah.
yeah, I think like no more. I can't buy any more. No more.
Yeah. Because I mean, you figure movies like that, Shane, High Noon. I mean, is it possible to have new special features? It would just be interviews of people, you know, experts and fans and things and actors, whoever talking
Mhm.
about it. I mean, there's
Yeah.
nothing left to uncover for the most part.
Well, what they do, especially with High Noon, around the beginning of the new millennium, they Republic Pictures Home Video or something put out an edition on DVD, and they made all these supplements, all these like documentaries and stuff, and most of those have been recycled through all these
Yeah,
editions. So they did such a good job on all that that it's kind of the final word,
right,
more or
exactly.
less. It's like you said, like what else can you say about it? I mean,
Because you get to
yeah.
the point now where like nobody connected to the original movie is alive. So
Mm,
and
yeah.
that's why like I'm so glad that with Arrow, the one guy, Frederick Ambrose, he interviewed a ton of people between like 2000 and 2005.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah.
you have these
Mhm,
interviews, and yeah, on the one hand, they're older interviews, but on the other hand, a lot of these people are no longer with us. So
mhm.
I'm glad they were able to do that for posterity.
Yeah, that was really cool. I've noticed that, like, they'll
Mhm.
pop up on a lot of them, and it's like, wow, he was kinda catching the last
Yeah, because a
Uh,
lot of those
yeah.
guys, like John Liu, he'd been in like Shaw Brothers movies, but then he transitioned into like action movies, and he was making movies in Europe and doing different things. And it's like, how many more years are those guys? Some of those guys going to still be making movies? I mean, you have your exceptions. You got Sammo Young, still going strong. Did you ever get to see this? By the way, Twilight of the Warriors, Walled In.
Oh no, no. I'll write that down. I haven't
You
seen
got to
that
check
one.
it out. It's good. Yeah, Kenny got it. Kenny picked it up.
What's
My
it
wife.
called? Walled In?
It's called Twilight of the Warriors, Walled In, and it's got Sammo Hung in it. And the cool thing is, like, a lot of the newer, younger talent in this is really just everybody does a great job across the board. It's won a ton of awards.
Oh wow,
yeah, just a ton of awards for choreography and like best new star and stuff. It's really good. So, times have changed, of course, with Hong Kong and everything, but there's still a lot of talent out there.
Well, something I've also noticed, like in newer releases, that back in the day there was like so many like film critics or experts quote or writers or something that would pop up in these supplements and stuff. And a lot of them aren't around and stuff. And a lot of the companies don't produce new material like that anymore. Like,
Right.
little supplement materials and stuff, which I would always geek out on that back in the day and stuff and just learn stuff, And, but like what I've noticed is there's no talking heads quote, like the guys that always pop up and they're always talking about it and stuff. So those are getting slimmer on some of them too. And I think that's why they recycle so much of other stuff. But
I think it's almost like a YouTube phenomena where people will watch things in 5-minute sections or chunks, but other than Quentin Tarantino, who will talk about anything, I don't, I mean, Joe Dante will talk about any older movie, but you're right. There's just not as many people.
Yeah, there's like
and do like a 20-minute documentary special feature anymore.
Yeah, yeah. There's a guy named Alan K. Rhodey who's pretty good. He's he does a lot of the film noir stuff. He'll pop up on and stuff like that. But yeah, they're just getting slimmer and slimmer. But that was the thing with buying High Noon again. It was just like, man, I have this.
Yeah.
But it's just getting kind of, and it's like they know those make money, so they just keep re-releasing and stuff, and it's just like, oh god.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if there are new people getting turned on to them, I'm all for it, and there are younger people that are into older movies and westerns, film noir. It's just a cool thing to see, yeah.
Well, it's like TV shows, like I've discovered some really good classic TV shows like Gunsmoke and The Rifleman. I think you like The Rifleman a lot.
Yeah, I finished the whole series.
Oh wow, cool, man. Yeah. I've pretty much I've seen the whole first series and most of the second, and it's hard watching his son grow up and get older and stuff, because those beginning seasons were so cool, where he's everything. But yeah, I'm getting there with that. I love that show, and it's just like the writing and stuff in those classic TV shows were so good. It was just so good. It's like reading a good book almost. It's like going back and watching those and just
Oh,
so
good. What? Speaking of books, I picked up a couple really cool books recently. If I would have thought about it, I would have brought them up here. One is actually about the TV show Maverick, and it's just a very thin little book. But I looked through it a little bit because I've only watched about 10 episodes of Maverick. But that's really cool. And then I have another one. It's like an illustrated guide to Louis L'Amour.
Oh,
okay. It's got like a little biography. It's not a full-blown biography, but it's pretty substantial. And they've got pages on like the weapons that you see in his movies and everything. It's really cool, especially since I got into I'm starting to get into him and Larry McMurtry a lot more. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like I took that for granted growing up.
right.
I would always see those books
Yep.
everywhere, like Louis L'Amour, and I didn't think much about it, It's
Right.
just like,
Uh-huh.
like pretty good art. But now
Yeah.
that I've started watching these movies and stuff, and it's like, based on a story about Louis L'Amour, and it's like,
Mhm.
oh
Yeah.
wow, and
So many of them.
he just it's so many books he wrote. It's
Yeah.
crazy. There's a book on Gunsmoke I want to get, and but it won't come down in price. I might have to get it later on, but it's a breakdown of all the episodes. I mean, it was
Okay.
a 20-year show, so it was,
Yeah.
um, I think you would probably get into it if you ever start watching that.
I know. I'm almost afraid though.
Yeah, it's addicting. I mean, even my wife watches it. I'm surprised. Sometimes I'll rag on her and be like, "Oh, you don't like this old cowboy show, do you?" She's like, "Oh no, I like." She's serious. She'll fight about it. It's like, "Oh, I like this show," because sometimes it's just like, "Yeah, you don't like this, do you?"
Right.
But
Right.
I mess with her, and but she's into it, and it's like, wow, it's just those characters,
Mm-hmm.
in any of those, like the riflemen and stuff. It's just those well written, well crafted characters that you just it's like, wow, you can't beat this and stuff. And I've even started. I was started. I think I'm still in the first season of Have Gun Will
Yep. Me
Travel.
too. I'm on the first
And
season too. Yep.
yeah, and
That's a
that's
good.
another
That's
good.
yeah. Really good show.
Yeah, and but yeah, there's so many of those. Rawhide, and I think I got one at the series that's got Steve McQueen in it, but I haven't
Yep.
started
I've
watching it
watched
yet.
a few. I've only watched like 10 of those. I actually, by mistake, I wanted to go in order, even though with a lot of those shows you really don't have to. But I watched the first one I watched was on streaming, but I accidentally watched season 3, episode 1 first. And it's got James Coburn was the guest star. So I was like, oh, this is really cool. It's always cool when you see that, when you got like a really big, like Lee Van Cleef or Dean Martin, or, will be a guest star in one of those shows, like I was just waiting and waiting for season 8 of Rawhide when Charles Bronson was on, and it turned out he's not really, he's good. His character's good. He doesn't really interact with Clint Eastwood though. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's usually how like Lee Van Cleef was, like he would just be in the background and stuff. And
yeah,
another guy that what's his face with the eye, he's like always in episodes.
Jack Elam.
Yeah, he was in so many episodes, and that's what's fun about watching a lot of them too, is spotting those people and character actors that like from movies, and their face, but you maybe don't know their name. And
like Richard Anderson, who would go on to be in $6 Million Man. There's one episode of The Rifleman. He pretty much plays a serial killer. I mean, they don't call him that because they didn't use that word back then. But I was like, my God, this is like, he's an evil son of a bitch. He's selling flowers so he can cozy up to local women, and and it's like, good Lord, this is pretty advanced. For the time. And then you had like John Anderson. I think he was on. I think he has the record for The Rifleman. I think he played 11 different characters on The Rifleman.
Oh yeah. There's a guy on Gunsmoke the same way, and one of the other reasons Gunsmoke in particular is just the episodes don't always end happily. They end, and there's some real dark episodes back then, and they were touching on topics that you wouldn't think 1950s 60s shows would talk about.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes them very enduring and just very believable and stuff, because it's not always just everything's all summed up in 30 minutes, a happy ending, and it's some of it's like really good. And
you do recognize like types of episodes, it's like, this is when they meet a stranger and they help them in the end, or and this one's going to be like a more whimsical one. There's a lot of episodes like Rawhide like that. You get like 10 minutes in, you're like, you kind of get a feel for it. But then they had one episode with Robert Culp where he played a soldier who had like PTSD. Again, they didn't call it PTSD, and they were treating him with like morphine or pills or something. And the doctor wanted to get him out of the sanitarium in the fresh air, so he made a deal with the trail boss that he would go on this trail drive, and he was like, but he has to take this medicine. And of course they screwed it up because they didn't know how to deal with that, you know.
They didn't know. I mean, they call it like shell shocked or something back then.
And being addicted to pills, they didn't, you know, that was. But I was like, man, this episode is like a couple of decades ahead of its time. I couldn't believe it. You know.
Yeah. It was a good show. I mean, I guess it had what, about 6 seasons or 7?
Rawhide had 8. The 8th season was half a season.
Oh, okay.
Got canceled halfway through the 8th season. So the 8th season had a lot of personnel changes. Eric Fleming left at the end of the 7th season, and they had John Ireland was in the 8th season, a couple other characters. Yeah. Including what's his name? He's got a really cool name. Raymond St. Jacques. Raymond St. Jacques was the first African American regular character on a Western in the 8th season of Rawhide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, here I see here in the comments, Patrick has dropped in, and he said, "Boo."
He heard us say, "Have gun will travel." He was like,
yeah.
Someone's talking about my show on YouTube. Let me.
Yeah. Isn't that weird? I always think of Patrick when I do think of.
Oh yeah.
How to have gun would travel for some
reason. There's even a movie on here, Have Sword Will Travel. So I mean, it's a famous, you know, famous show, you know. There's
a couple of streaming channels that have a lot of westerns on there. There's one called Just West, and it'll show a bunch of different of those shows, and there's a few other shows that, you know, I don't want to start watching something else because I know I won't finish it right away. But there's some other good ones on there. There's like Laramie, I think, and I don't know. They were almost a dime a dozen back in the old days, you know.
There was a lot, like the Texan. I've seen a couple episodes of that. Shotgun Slade, you know. Tales of Wells Fargo, you know, like I've seen a few odd episodes here and there, you know, just kind of for fun. But
that's like when I was telling my dad about something, and he just kind of, because he grew up in that time period, and he was just like, yeah, Western. You know, it's like, but no, it's like this Western, you know, some of them really stood out amongst the tons that were out there. But
yeah.
So but yeah, I've been getting into those, and it's like sometimes you'll catch a good deal, like the whole complete TV series of something, and you're almost like, oh man, if I buy this, I might start it, I may not, and it's one of those things, because I got the surprise. I mean, believe it or not, I'm probably the only person in the world that hasn't seen The Sopranos all the way through, but
never seen it.
Oh, really? Yeah, I got the whole set, and I haven't been able to start it just yet, you know, and I know it's good. I know it's a good series and stuff, and because it was on HBO, I guess, originally, and I guess maybe I didn't have HBO at that time.
Yeah.
There's a good series called Deadwood. On HBO, and I started watching that, and it's pretty good. It's got a lot of language in it and stuff, and sometimes it almost becomes like monotonous, like it almost doesn't sound real.
You're right.
So you know what I mean, it's like overdoing it just a bit, you know. But other than that, I mean, it's a well-made one. And let's see what Patrick is talking about here. He said, hell yeah. We were talking about martial arts last night. Okay.
Oh, cool.
And he mentioned Colt 45, Annie Oakley.
Okay.
And then, matter of fact, yeah, Patrick, you brought up Lonesome Dove. That's another one. That's my goal, to watch it all the way through, because it's like 5 hours. And
the series or the miniseries?
The original miniseries,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
there's some spin-offs. There's some spin-offs and
Mhm.
prequels too. And but the one with Robert Duvall and Tommy Lee Jones
Yeah.
and all them, and it's like, man, I try to start it because I want to start it from the beginning.
Hmm.
So I'll get through an hour and either try to watch it too late, or I don't know, something happens, and it's like, dang
I
it.
did it. I did it, Mike. I mean, I don't own them, and I do want to own them. I want to own. I even made a document. I put down all the Larry McMurtry movies
Mhm,
because I think I have Comanche Moon, which is a prequel, which came out later. But I did
mhm,
watch on streaming Lonesome Dove, and then I even watched Return to Lonesome Dove. I watched both miniseries.
mhm.
It's definitely.
Oh,
I mean, it's definitely like a good fun ride. It is really cool. It's
yeah,
just cool, you know.
yeah, I know they're good. And it's funny because I remember that when it came on TV back in the day, and it was like a 2-night miniseries or 3-night or something like that. And at the time, I wasn't really into
That's
Western, so
that's the
I
thing,
just didn't
right?
really,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
I
just
just didn't really
yeah, right.
like, oh, okay. I mean, they were making a big to do about it back then because
Mhm.
and stuff. But
Yeah. Well,
now
I
it's
mean,
like, oh man,
Duvall and yeah, a lot of really big people are in those.
Yeah, Robert Duvall, man, what a loss. But I mean, he was 95. He
Yeah.
was getting up there, and
He
I'm sure
still
he
seemed like yeah.
lived a happy life, and he just seemed so real as
Yep.
a Western guy, and
Hmm.
just. And I rewatched the other night with the one he did with Kevin Costner, Open Range.
Yep. I watched that for the first time
Mhm. I thought it
recently.
was really good.
Yeah, it was good. Definitely.
Yeah, and there's also a good one with him. I think I covered that in the video where they have this group of I guess they were Chinese girls that were bought and sold, and they were supposed to go to like maybe a brothel or
Mhm.
something in a gold mining town or something like that, and he ends up rescuing them, and they go on this venture. Like at first it's like, well, he learns they become a bond, like a
Okay.
daughter father and blah blah blah, and it ends up being really good, and that's one to see. It's gosh, I covered it in a video. Mm, Kick my butt. It's from like 2005, I think
Okay.
2006. But it's got Robert Duvall, and the other guy was dang it. I think he was the guy that played Sandman in Spider-Man, the third.
Oh, Thomas
Uh,
Hayden Church.
yeah, that's him. Yeah,
Mhm.
and he's good in it. He's good in it too. But that's a good one too. And I watched Open Range though the other night, and it's such a good movie. I mean, he's just one of those guys that he really could be that guy on a horse and a
Yeah.
hat, and just it
Mhm.
made it so real. And
Yeah. Well, he did ride a lot. I mean, you know,
that's that's what I
yeah.
thought. I thought
He
maybe he
spent a lot of time in
really,
the saddle. Yeah.
yeah, like maybe he had a small ranch or something
Mhm.
like that.
Mhm.
And there's I have been shooting a few new videos where I'm covering some of Robert Duvall's not lesser known, but not his most popular movies, because he's done a lot of movies.
Oh
And
yeah. Mhm.
when he passed away, everybody's talking about uh, Apocalypse Now and The Godfather. And
Yeah.
it's like those are untouchable roles.
Mhm.
He did. Those are just great. But he did all these other movies that I feel like were left out. And he's
Mhm.
just one of those actors. Um, but yeah. Anyways, Patrick said he liked Open Range more than The Unforgiven. Hey, okay.
I could see that.
Both both of them, yeah, both of them are just great movies. And yeah, Open Range
Yeah.
is.
He says the series of Lonesome Dove ran for 43 episodes. I'd be interested in checking it out for sure, based on
Hmm,
what I know of the
that's
characters in the story. So.
yeah, that's right. There was even a TV series of it and stuff. I forgot all about
Mhm.
that. Yeah,
Oh, the
but yeah,
Great
that's
Zucchini. Yeah, that was a classic Duvall role. Yeah.
yeah. I had read where he said that that was like one of his favorite roles that he ever
Mhm.
did, and I was like, okay, because I think it's on a true story about this guy. He was he was like a phenomenal like pilot. Like he was
Mhm.
like highly
Yeah,
decorated, like and stuff, and he was a kind of a complex guy or something like that. But
yeah,
yeah, I have never seen it. That's on my list of things to try to get to at some point.
yeah. I remember that from like cable way back in the day, but I haven't seen it since then. But it's a good one.
Yeah, it's like yeah, I think it's like early '80s, like maybe 80. I want what maybe early '80s. Yeah, like 80, 82, 83 maybe. I might be off on that. It
Yeah,
seems like it was something like that. Um, but yeah, I put that in the other night and watched it and just like wow, and of course, eventually he's almost as old as Clint Eastwood. I mean,
yeah,
Clint's getting up there, and that's just going to be
yep. Clint
pretty cool.
Eastwood and I think Clint Eastwood and William Shatner are both 95.
Hmm.
James Hong is like 97. He
Hmm.
might be 98 now. I mean, man, that guy, he's been around forever. He's been in
Yeah.
every damn thing. Speaking of kung fu movies and blaxploitation movies and
Uh-huh.
TV, and I mean, what Seinfeld? What hasn't James Hong been in?
I know. Yeah, he's been in everything. A movie tramp just dropped
Oh
in.
yeah,
He was delayed in watching this, but I hope you're having a good time. Good night. Yeah, I think we are. I think we're
yeah,
just kind of shooting the poop,
yeah.
so to speak.
He's
Yeah,
actually reviewed some more obscure Western uh,
yeah, yeah. I really like
series
this
and
channel.
movies on his channel. Yeah, some really
Hmm.
interesting stuff.
Yeah,
He'll give it a nice
I
fade.
really like his.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good channel. Uh, yeah, yeah. We've been skipping around tonight, but yeah. What was I going to say? But yeah, I just wanted to kind of touch on different stuff because we're kind of interested. Even music. Well, if we start music, we'll probably be here for another 3 hours.
Oh
But
no!
yeah.
Speaking of that, my poster fell. Hold on a second.
Oh. Oh yeah, I just noticed that.
I just thought, since I'm up in my son's room, like I said, I'm taking apart my office, and I was going through my posters anyway. I thought I'd just throw some up
Oh yeah, is that like a
temporarily.
blacklight poster?
Yeah, yeah, one of the old blacklight posters.
Yeah.
Roll up a T-shirt, and put it under the door, and turn on the blacklight.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Um, what was I going to say? Oh, today I found a CD. I don't know if you remember this group, Zodiac Mind Warp and
No,
the Love Connection or something like that. They came out in like 1987 and they were huge in Europe, like a lot
okay.
of bands and stuff. And I found that CD and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this. So I picked it up but um but yeah, if we started talking movies or music, we'd be here forever. But yeah,
Yeah, that's something I almost ordered a couple albums the other day, but my gosh, there's only so much stuff I can get. I mean, I just ordered some. Who was? Oh, Groove. Was it Groove? Yeah, Groove is having. They were having like a March Madness sale. It's like
mhm,
3 Blu-rays for $20 or
mhm,
2 DVDs for 14. So I got two. Ended up getting 2 DVDs
mhm.
and 6 Blu-rays. One of them
Oh
was.
wow.
One of them is Sorcerer. The William Friedkin movie. There you go, William Friedkin again.
Man, cool.
Sean just reviewed that. I've been wanting to get that for quite a while.
Oh, okay. Did you get the 4K, the Criterion 4K?
No, no, because I
Just a
didn't.
reg.
Yeah, see, I didn't get that, so I just decided, since this one was in the sale, that I would just go ahead with the Blu-ray on this one.
Well, it looks good. The other edition of it,
Mhm.
I think it's the one that you picked up. That it looks really good. I think other than being 4K is the difference and
Mhm.
stuff like that. But yeah, that's a good movie too. It's of course it's based on The Wages of Fear, which was
Right.
a kind of a I guess French. It was
Yes,
kind of
French.
a country, like it was French this and this. But yeah, it's a good one. I mean, it's a good one. I mean, it's not a scene for scene remake, but it does capture some of those moments, like the bridge sequence.
Mhm.
It's really weird that both movies did that, and they're both equally tense
See,
in
that's
their own ways.
that's about all I remember from both movies. I
Mhm.
I don't think I saw either one all the way through. I think I've seen parts of each film. It's really weird.
Mm.
And I've wanted to go back and get both of them for the longest time.
Mm. Yeah, I think with William Friedkin's version, he it's a little bit longer than the original, but I think he wanted to develop the characters that
Mhm.
are involved with this mission a little bit more, like who were they, where did they come from, and why are they here, kind of a thing, you know, because they're all these like misfits and kind of on the run and trying to hide out, and they come to this little nowhere town in South America, and in the original, they're just kind of they're just arriving there to this town. You know, it kind of opens up with them
Right,
all
right,
kind of
yeah,
assembling and stuff. But Freakins shows some stuff, you know, and which gives the characters a little more depth, and you know who they are a little better. But they're both really good in their own ways, you know, and stuff. So yeah, yeah. If you've never seen it all the way through, and yeah, you'll probably like it. It's one of those movies that you can watch a lot
yeah.
and pick up on stuff that you didn't see
Right,
before,
right,
and yeah, you might like it more. Other, you know, multiple viewings later or
right.
something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely wanted to own that one. Uh,
Mhm.
I'm, in addition to picking up some of the big, sort of famous items out there, like the Dollars trilogy and things. I'm also trying to pick up some movies, some classic movies that I've never seen. So I got
Mhm.
like Network on that same order because I've never seen it. It's
Oh
one of these
yeah,
things you know about, like the famous part, but I've never
yeah,
actually seen the whole movie. So I wanted to get.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Mad as hell.
yeah,
Mad as
exactly,
hell.
exactly. And Duvall's in that one too, right?
Yeah, he's in that one, and Faye
Yeah,
Dunaway, and
yeah.
yeah, that's a good one too. And I just have the regular Blu-ray of it and stuff, but I've thought about picking up that Criterion because it does look really cool. It's got the artwork and everything's nice in it, but yeah, yeah, I think you'll like it. It's really cool. It's got like Ned Beatty, isn't it? It's like got some
Mhm.
of those really cool character
Oh
actors.
yeah, Ned Beatty's one of those guys. He's always great to see pop up in
Oh
a
yeah,
movie.
oh yeah, definitely, yeah. I've been trying to think of some ones that's been in my cart that I've just haven't jumped on just yet. There's so much stuff. I mean, I did pre-order Salem's Lot from Arrow. That's
Oh,
coming
you did?
out,
Oh, okay.
yeah, the end of this month.
See, I've just got an old DVD of that. That's actually my TV shelf, my made-for-TV movie shelf right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but
Yeah, yeah. I mean, of course I have it on Blu-ray and stuff, but
see
it's
now.
it's supposed to have extras and stuff on it
Okay,
and stuff.
okay. Now, see, I saw somebody review "Don't Be Afraid of the Dark," the original TV movie,
Hmm.
and they weren't thrilled with the way that it looked. And part of me was like, well, yeah, I can see that because it was a made-for-TV movie. Like, what, you know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
what can you do with it to, like, and also like it for like this person was new to the movie, they hadn't seen it, unlike me. I
Hmm.
watched it on TV one day when I was a kid. Actually, long story, but I went to a camp, and that was movie night, and it scared the crap out of all us little kids. But
Oh, really?
yeah, it it
Oh,
was a
Salem's
TV
Lot, or
movie.
don't be afraid of the dark.
Don't Be Afraid of the Dark.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But those movies, Bad Ronald, all those movies, like since I watched them on TV, I'm not my expectation. I don't really have these expectations of seeing them super cleaned up.
Hmm.
I don't really need
That,
to. I don't know how you
that's
feel about
true.
it, but you know what I mean. Like Salem's
Yeah,
Lot,
yeah,
I can see that's a little more of a, it's a mini series. Kind of a bigger event. For sure. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting because I guess that'll be the first. I mean, of course, it's probably filmed on 35 millimeter film and stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
but as far as it being, I don't think I have anything that was like a TV movie or TV show in 4K.
Right.
That'll be the only one that I've
Mm-hmm.
ever seen. There's there was another freaking movie that it's called Rampage, and it came out in the early 2000s. And I had never heard of. It's got a good cast. I put it in my cart on Amazon. I don't know. I might pick it up. Uh, but I just realized like there's some movies like I've never seen before. Like when did I remember seeing Bug. He made a movie called Bug. I remember seeing
Yeah.
that. And
He
but
also had that one about the Druids. I remember I used to see the cover at the video store all the time, and I never rented it. It was a horror movie about like Druids, and there was a tree on the cover. But it was, because I think he, it was like he had all those hits and everything, and then it seemed like he kind of went away for a little bit, and then they kind of dribbled out, over the years.
Yeah. Well, that's like looking at it. It's like he was still doing them, but they just weren't like there. They he would come out with one every couple of years and stuff. And I like you said, I thought maybe he did this, and then he didn't make another movie for like 15 years or something because I just totally didn't see those. There's a movie. This is an older samurai movie. It's called Cruel Tale of the Bushido.
Oh, okay.
It sounds interesting to me. I think it's a Eureka release. Because I do like my samurai films too.
Yeah, Eureka puts out a lot of those. I think they put out Bloody Spear at Mount Fuji. I picked that up a while ago. I still haven't watched it though. I really want to watch it, but I think that was a Eureka. Yeah, they put out a lot of good stuff. And Patrick is saying Otisburg. When I watched Superman with my dad.
Oh, okay.
I still remember my dad laughing his ass off at that part. Because he thought Ned Beatty was great. He was a big fan of Ned Beatty. Yeah. It's funny. I think he kind of got started. I may be a little bit off on this, but like the local Actors Theater in Louisville. Oh, okay.
I live in Kentucky. I believe he had some starts there. I don't want to say for sure because I might be off a little bit on that, but so I never knew that. Yeah, I want to catch up. Patrick's said a lot of stuff. Yeah, I found Salem's Lot at the library.
Cool.
And Bad. Now, see, Bad Ronald. I've heard a lot about that, but I haven't seen it. I've never seen Bad Ronald.
Now, Kenny didn't love it. I got to be honest with you. I recommended it to Kenny. He didn't love it, but it's one of those movies that it did freak me out as a kid. And then when I, it's fun to rewatch. It really is. I was surprised because there's a certain thing that happens. I guess sort of when he gets discovered. I was surprised at how quick it just moved along. Boom, boom, boom. Because I think it's probably like in an hour and a half time slot, which means it's like an hour, 75 minutes long. I guess, but yeah,
just the commercials and stuff.
Yeah, just kind of fun,
Yeah, and he also mentioned The Guardian. That was a movie he made.
Yeah, that's the Druid one, I think.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. Hey. Yeah, I remember when it came out, but I don't believe I saw it. So that's something.
Yeah, Ned Beatty broke out in Deliverance. Yeah, that's yeah.
I think that was his first movie and stuff. And that is a good movie. I know it's always had that one scene that keeps, a couple of scenes. You got the banjo scene, and then you got the other scene that it's famous for. But it's really good. I mean, it's a good
movie. Good, yeah,
good little cast. Got Burt Reynolds and what's his face,
Ronnie Cox,
and John Voight. I think. Yeah, John Voight. Yeah. But I just don't remember Bad Ronald. Like seeing it, like I'll see the name and it's like kind of rings a bell, but it doesn't. That's like no, I haven't seen it.
I often wonder, like, where the heck was I when certain things premiered? Because I remember watching Bad Ronald. I remember seeing Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. I remember Salem's Lot, like so many people. I remember freaked out after I saw it. My brother had nightmares and woke up. But Dark Night of the Scarecrow, didn't see it till much later. I don't remember the premiere of it. Kolchak, The Night Stalker. I love it now. Watched it. I have it, both of those movies, but I just didn't remember,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
even movies that I didn't see, I remember other kids talking about them, and I had no recollection of those two, even though they're pretty big as far as TV movies go.
Yeah. Yeah, the TV movie was a big thing at one time. I mean, that was they were doing some uh pretty good material. I mean, good
Yeah,
movies
yeah,
would come on,
yeah.
for just being a TV
Yeah.
movie,
It's kind of like it's kind of the rule of like, okay, so for horror movies, we're on TV, we can't show too much gore. So I think the writing should probably be pretty good.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's what you get a lot in a lot of the movies: suspense and good writing. Duel. Forget about it. I mean, that's
Oh yeah.
it's
Yeah.
great. That one I remember seeing. Not
Mhm.
probably not the night it came out, but I remember they did used to rerun that. I remember watching that with my mom.
Yeah. Oh
My
yeah. Yeah, me too. I
almost fell
mean,
out of her chair. She was like, "What is?" She was like, "Is this going to let up?" She she was like
yeah.
almost hyperventilating at one point.
Yeah, and, like, even to this day, I mean, it's one of those movies I love to rewatch,
No,
but
yeah,
it still it gets you because it's like, was he in the diner? Was the truck driver in the
yeah,
diner? Whose
yeah,
boots were those? They always and it just never lets up, it just never lets you figure that part out and stuff,
yeah.
and it's
It's
like,
just yeah. I watched it with my son. All I told him, I said, "This is a made-for-TV movie directed by Steven Spielberg." So it's at one point he's at the roadside stand and the truck pulls up in the background behind him again, and it's
Mhm.
just he just looked at me and he's like, "This is the whole movie. This truck is just not going to stop." I was like, "Yep." And he was like, he was into it. He was just he was
Mhm.
really into it.
Yeah, it's almost like a nightmare, like, of some kind,
It really
like,
is.
taking place during the day, and, but yeah, just some scenes, it just well made, and well wrote, even though it's not a huge ensemble piece or anything, it's just
Right.
mostly, one character,
Yeah.
but it's just that tense, just the suspense of it and everything, and that still gets me. 'Cause I do remember watching that on TV though, reruns, of course,
Hmm.
but yeah, I mean, what a debut, It's like what a
Yeah.
day. I actually picked that up on 4K,
Oh, you got the
and
4K of that. Yeah.
yeah, and it looks pretty sharp.
Hmm.
I mean, would I say it looks better than the Blu-ray? The Blu-ray looks good too, though. See,
Yeah.
sometimes I feel shortchanged when you get the 4K because it doesn't really blow your eyeballs out.
I just got the collector's edition DVD. I'm not sure what makes it a collector's edition.
Oh, it's got like an interview or something,
Yeah,
or not even.
Steven Spielberg on Making Duel. Steven Spielberg in the small screen. Richard Matheson, the writing of Duel, and some other stuff. Yeah, so
Mhm.
it's a pretty good edition.
Yeah,
Patrick
yeah.
mentioned another classic, Killdozer.
Killdozer. Yeah, yeah, good one with Clint Walker. Yeah,
Walker,
yeah,
yeah.
he's in a good TV show too, Western back then.
Oh yeah,
What was it?
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne. Yeah,
Man, yeah, yeah.
but yeah, Killdozer. That's a pretty good one. You didn't
It's
expect
fun.
that as a TV movie,
Yeah, like who thought of that? Like it's just
Well, I mean,
okay.
is it based on the guy that did that? He built that tank and he just went off one day and he just drove it through the town, like just running over stuff, and they finally got him, or he shot himself or something like that.
Yeah. Well, this
Something
this
like
one
that.
is like, I mean, it's almost like pure fantasy though. I guess they just took that idea and ran with it, but they would put some crazy stuff on TV.
Yeah. Yeah. Good ratings there. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, we're getting ready. We're coming. I did briefly work part time with my other job at the time. And I actually worked for the Nielsen ratings.
Oh, you did?
The people like this is number one in the country and stuff like that. Send this guide to people and they write down what they watch and send it back, and that's how they figured out what everybody
Yeah.
was watching and stuff. That was an interesting little part time side job for
Yeah,
a
I
while
bet.
there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jim's up in here.
Yeah. Gonna check out the replay.
Yeah.
The other thing, maybe if you want to touch on real quick, is for as far as physical release, is some of the new Hammer stuff that they're putting out.
Oh yeah, I gotta forget that. Yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah,
good.
they're really,
Yeah,
I got,
we didn't even touch on Hammer, man.
yeah,
Crap, I'm sorry.
it's all right.
As much as I love Hammer, man, but gosh, man, you cannot beat those the beginning years of the horror years of Hammer with just that color, the gothic, just the
The
I love those
sets.
movies, man.
Oh,
Yeah, you just get sucked in and you're just there, and it's like so cool. That one release, I think I'm getting that in a trade package. Um, but the first Frankenstein one that they did, I guess is it the Curse of Frankenstein?
yeah, the gigantic one.
Yeah, the big fat one they
Yeah,
got. Yeah,
that's the one I picked up. I got that one.
yeah,
And then I got from Synapse has been putting out some Blu-rays.
yeah.
So I got some of these: Hands of the Ripper, Vampire Circus, Twins of Evil. And then I've seen, but the cool thing is, if you go on, they've been putting out trailers. They put out a trailer for something called The Snake Woman. I was like, that, just when you think you've seen them all, there's one I haven't seen yet. So I watched it on streaming, and it was pretty good. It's an early one, and it's very quaint. So it's not like as good as The Reptile or Plague of Zombies. It has a little bit of that feel. Didn't have any. It really, I don't know if it had any recognizable people, really, to be honest with you. Special effects were minimal, but I still enjoyed it. You know what I mean? And then I didn't know that because I like a lot of their non-horror stuff too.
Yeah, they did like film noir even.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's a film noir. Yeah. They have like a swashbuckling.
Yeah.
But a bunch of like swashbuckling movies, like the Crimson Blade stuff. I didn't even know they made a Robin Hood movie. I had no idea that Hammer made a Robin Hood movie. All of a sudden, I'm like, it's called Men of Sherwood Forest.
Yeah, there's actually a few of them. I think there's some sequels or ones like that. Some pirate movies. I think there's somewhat like
Pirates of Blood River is one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one. That's a good one.
Yep.
Yeah, they did some good ones. See The Mummy. I think I do like the Hammer version of The Mummy better than the original Universal one because it moves a little bit quicker.
A lot quicker.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is a lot quicker.
Yeah. As much as I love Boris Karloff, but I mean, you can't beat the makeup on him.
The makeup, as the Mummy and as Ardette Bay with the hat on, it's just iconic. But when I started watching all the Universal movies with Harry, with my son, I wanted to go kind of in order. So we started with that one. And it was just like, woo, it's a little slow. So as soon as we were done, I said, all right, we're going to watch the rest of the Universal movies, but I'm also going to sneak a Hammer movie in here. So the first Hammer movie we ever watched was the remake of The Mummy. So I was like, I want to show you a different Mummy movie,
Yeah, it's really good. And man, I wish we would have started talking about the Hammer. Well, maybe another episode we'll talk about.
Sure.
We'll just stick it to Hammer, and I'll do my homework that night, and we'll have some stuff. But yeah, like those Frankenstein movies with Peter Cushing, those are great. Those are all really good. And wait a minute, get some more. I've been trying to watch it out of the corner of my eyes. The guys did the Oscar prediction. And then let's see, Patrick likes Ingrid Pitt as do I. Yes.
He's my favorite. Speaking of books, I know like there's an autobiography of her out there that's just exorbitantly expensive, but it's one of those things every once in a while I go back and double check and see if it's come down. But yeah, she's fast. She's a fascinating person too.
Yeah. Let's see. Movie Tramps said he just finished watching Van Heffron in a Western, really good Western actor. Graydon Shane. Yeah, he really is.
He's always good.
Yeah, really underrated. I mean, probably one of his, I guess, best notable performances, 3:10 to Yuma, when that one, the original. He's really, really good in that. which I think Criterion is re-releasing it in 4K, but I have the original. There's nothing different. It's the same stuff, extras. So I was going to pass on that one. Let's see. Yeah, they were just Patrick and Jim was just talking and stuff. Yeah, but yeah, it's coming up on 10. I don't know if you want to. Maybe we'll save those thoughts for another time, and
well, by that time they're going to continue to put out more stuff. So you know,
I think there's a big Dracula edition that's coming out. Scars of Dracula, I think it is.
Yeah, they did
the big hammer treatment.
Yeah, that'll be great. I think they started it off with Captain Kronos a while back, which was kind of surprised a lot of people. What was cool about that was the actor passed away like right after that, so it was he got to see that come out, you know, and get some attention because that's a fun one too.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun actually. But yeah, I guess we'll leave it at that and stuff. Tonight was just kind of all over the place. You know, it's like when you get with somebody and you only got so much time and you just want to talk about a little bit of everything, and it's all over the place. But keeping it real, boys and girls. So, so anyways, Dan, thanks for stopping by, and as always, you're full of knowledge and all that good stuff. And everybody out there that's been watching or watches this in a replay, make sure you check out Mr. Dan's channel, Mr. Dan and Horror. And is there anything you want to let people know about your channel or upcoming?
I will probably. I didn't have a Martial Arts Monday movie this week, so I'll probably have one this upcoming Monday. It might be a Shaw Brothers one, or it might be the Mark Dacascos movie, Only the Strong, from way back in the day. I'm one of those two. Okay. Yeah, I watched that for the first time. And then on Tuesday night, let me just double check here. But I think it's Tuesday. Yeah, I'd really better double check. But I'm going to actually do a live stream with Kenneth Stallworth from KDS Reviews. It's a channel that I've been enjoying lately.
Okay.
And he's down in Florida. 3/17, March 17th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Central. So we're just going to talk about movies. So, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll set my reminder for that one and stuff. And I'll check his channel out too, because I've discovered some great channels from people having people on and stuff. So but cool, man. I appreciate you coming on and all that good stuff, and everybody that stopped by and chit chatted, Patrick and Movie Tramp and Cat Dad, Jim, and anybody I missed
Carlos.
Oh yeah, Carlos. I didn't forget Carlos and Kevin Harthon, first guy. I don't know if I said hi to you, and Wilkie. Thanks for everybody for stopping in. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks for stopping by and watching and all that good stuff. And it's time to go to bed. So I'll see you guys.
See you guys later. Yep. Later.
Later, man. Oh, yeah.